Hey guys, what's up? Sean with Budget Gearbox here. And today I have a review for you on the Leatherman Signal. I know I stated in my previous first impressions video that I would wait till I had this for about a month, but I've already had it for 3 weeks, so a couple days isn't going to hurt. So let's start off with this tool. I know in the previous video I stated that it had a glass breaker. I don't know where I got that idea from. I think I'm going a little crazy. But I can tell you what this multi-tool does feature as far as tools are concerned. So the Signal does include needle nose pliers, as we all know, 154 cm replaceable wire cutters, a wire stripper, a 420 HC combo knife, partially serrated blade, a hammer, an awl with thread loop, a can opener, bottle opener, 1/4 inch hex bit driver, and a 1/4 inch box wrench, a carabiner, 3/16 inch box wrench, safety whistle, ferrocerium rod, and a diamond coated sharpener, which is pretty cool in itself because you can actually sharpen the blade on the Signal with the Signal. So that's pretty neat. Other specs on this tool include uh, replaceable pocket clip. That's a big one. I like that because you don't need to have the sheath on it. You can just carry it around however you see fit. That's pretty neat in itself. The closed length on the Signal is 4.5 inches or 11.43 centimeters. The blade length is 2.73 inches or 6.93 centimeters. And the weight on the tool is 7.5 ounces or 212.6 grams. It's got a lot of cool features on it. I do enjoy it. You got this little mechanism right here which allows you to lock it in place so it cannot open while it's in your pocket. I don't use that all the time. I haven't had an issue with it opening up in my pocket because it just sits on the belt clip up against the seam to my pocket. But it's a pretty cool feature nonetheless. They're not overlooking anything. I haven't hung it from the carabiner off of anything, but I've been carrying it EDC style in place of a pocket knife, so I wouldn't have to. This blade, the 420 HC, I enjoy it. I like it. It's not the sharpest thing in the world, but it works. It's serviceable. I've been using it at work. Use it quite a bit actually on a regular basis, and no problems. It's sharper than some of the other knives that you might purchase from, say, like a big box store. This was a cool feature that I really did enjoy, was the fact that you can depress this, pop the diamond sharpener off, and actually go ahead and sharpen your own knife with your knife. I haven't tried this yet. I'm not the best at sharpening knives to begin with, so I will probably wait until I need to do that. And then you just simply push it back into the slot and it locks in place and then it can't come back off. So that's another cool feature. We also have the saw. Another normal feature of multi-tools, most of them. Got some good serration on it. Sorry for the flare there. So I believe that I'm going to assume that that's also 420, considering that that's what the blade is. So there's probably no surprise there. That's it on the outside. Even though the ferro rod is on the outside of the tool, you can't access it from the outside like you can with the diamond rod sharpener. You have to open the tool, which means we have to depress the lock here. So you do that. Oh, sorry, you do have the carabiner, and these are the hex drives. Not drives, sockets. Or wrenches, whichever you prefer. It's not technically a socket. The hammer, serviceable, I guess, for small things. But anyway, back to the inside. When you open the tool, you have your standard needle nose pliers, normal pliers. They're replaceable. The cutters are replaceable. I mean, that's pretty cool. That helps and adds to the longevity of the multi-tool itself. All the residue there. A lot of multi-tools do not have that. Even some of the leather ones, I believe, do not have the replaceable wire cutters. So it's pretty nifty that it does have that, and it will come in handy, I'm sure. The pocket clip. You could buy these for all the Leathermans as far as I'm aware. I don't know what the price is, but I think they're somewhere around like $5-6. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon. This is how the ferro rod / emergency whistle comes out. Similar to the locking mechanism that holds the tool closed, you can just pop this lever put pressure on the ferro rod from the outside, and it'll come right out. So I have not struck this yet, haven't found a need to, but I will probably do it this weekend because I got some fire tinder from Target that I want to try. So might as well just try this at the same time and see how it works out. I'm assuming you'd use the saw blade to strike this. It's got a 90-degree spine on it, so it'll probably work pretty good. And it does have the whistle. So it'll do its job. But to put this back in, there's a little notch right here. Simply put it into the tool, and then it pops back in and it ain't going anywhere. So then we flip over to this side of the tool, and you have your normal stuff, your bottle opener, your awl, and your bit driver. So there's your bit driver. Phillips on one end, flat on the other. I'm not sure if they're all flat like this on the other Leatherman, because this is honestly my first Leatherman, but this one is low profile. And all three of these tools lock into place. The same mechanism that holds the diamond rod in place, the sharpener, it also holds these in place. So in order to retract them, you have to depress that again to get that in. So it's pretty cool. They're not going to come, they're not going to close on you while you're trying to operate and do whatever it is that you're doing. It's your bottle opener. Pretty cool. And is your awl with your thread loop. Not sure how you would technically sew with this. Be a hell of a task to undertake, but better than nothing. So yeah, what are my thoughts on this tool? I like it. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. I did not expect it to be as light or as easy to carry as it is, but it's enjoyable. It doesn't take up much room in my pocket. I've liked having the option to have all these tools on me in one small package. I had a Versanox that I just gave to my buddy. That tool was heavy. Good tool, but it was heavy. And it didn't have a pocket clip. So I would have had to get a sheath, and I would have had to walk around with this brick in my pocket. This is not heavy. 7.5 ounces, I believe I said. Works for me. And yeah, it's a Leatherman. So I mean, you got good quality there. I like it. I think a lot of people will like it. I know some people are skeptical of new products, and this is technically, I believe, a year old as far as Leatherman's line is concerned. But it's a good tool. It's still a Leatherman. I like that it has the ferro rod. I like that it has the sharpener, so you can sharpen your own blade with your own tool with itself. You don't have to carry a secondary item. I mean, you might carry around a better sharpening device, but I mean, you don't have to. You can make do with this. For the size of the blade that's on here, I would assume somebody more skilled than myself would be able to do the job with this. At least field sharpening anyway. When you get back to the house, you use your strop, your compounds, whatever have you. But as far as for field use, that's a perfect idea. I'm not sure I'd use the whistle because it doesn't sound like it's too loud. I don't know what the decimals are, but it'll work. It'll get some sound out there. And I'm sure the ferro rod's going to strike. Looks like it is. We'll have to get the coating off, like I said, and give it a shot, but I'm pretty sure it'll work. It's a good tool. I like it. I know it's more wilderness-based, but I've been carrying an EDC, urban environment, and I actually used the saw on a project at work to cut through some drop ceiling tile, and it cut through it no problem. It was pretty thick, too. I'd say it was at least half an inch thick tile, and it was old, too, so it had moisture built up into it, so it wasn't all brand new and dry, and still cut right through it. So yeah, Leatherman Signal, guys. I like it. Things that I would add to it, I do not know. Everybody talks about the scissors. Chris Tanner on Prepared Mind 101 had mentioned maybe carrying the small Leatherman Micro, which I believe is just scissors. Don't quote me on that. But there's a small Leatherman that has just scissors, and just carry that on your keychain. I know a lot of people supposedly don't like it because of that. I actually see that little bit of movement. That eliminates that, so I guess it does help it. But I hadn't noticed it open up in my pocket. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, social media, all that good stuff. This is Sean from Budget Gearbox, thanking you for watching, and until next time.